Morning, beautiful creatures. It's been a minute. Sorry, I've been a bit unwell. Health journey's been a bit of a mess. Just a few cards for the collective this morning. Alright, seems like we're keen to get into it. First, we've got Shapeshifter. Things are shifting, as you know. We've got a lot of planetary things happening. For all of you that are sensitive like myself, I'm sure you've already noticed the energy shifting. Grandmother Earth, make sure you're staying grounded, make sure you're paying attention to the messages from the ancestors. Spirit of water, make sure you're doing your cleansing, staying hydrated. Ancestors, yes, I don't know about you, but personally I've been getting a lot of messages through from my guides. Sometimes, we are a little bit busy and we don't necessarily hear or pay enough attention to these messages that we're getting through. Spirit of fire, dance, cleanse, do your meditations. Nature spirits, again, get back to nature, stay grounded. Thunder drum, with all this weather, I don't know about you, but I find lightning, thunder, all those forces of nature really quite recharging. If you can't get to nature, or you can't get some water, or you can't have fire for whatever reason, there are other ways. I find music and dance and expressions of such things so therapeutic and really, really helpful too. Not only is it a good way to express ourselves, but it's also a great way to change our vibration. Music can affect us in ways that sometimes language cannot. So for those of you that are struggling to keep your vibe high, maybe do yourself up a playlist, so that when you're feeling a bit down and out, you can just pop on your favorite jam and get back into it. Next minute, you're smiling and happy. Ancient forest. I feel like, all these nature cards, it's nature's way of saying, hey, don't forget about me. How about you come and spend some time with me? Get off your technology, log off, shut it down for a bit. Go and, I don't know, go for a walk through the trees, explore what's around you. Give thanks for this beautiful earth that we live on. We quite often don't give enough gratitude for the fact that we live on this absolutely astounding planet, and a lot of us really don't take any care of it, which is unfortunate. There's a lot of littering and, digging great craters in the earth and all the rest. Spirit Keeper of the North, from all the various angles that we're in, you can see there's snow there. Maybe some of you are feeling a bit frozen, a bit stuck. We've got another big moon coming up shortly. I think next month we've got a super moon or a blood moon. Dream Traveler, go traveling, astral travel. If you already don't know how to spirit walk, find someone that does and get them to teach you. I find these white cards are quite often representative of spirit guides. However, this one's Trickster. You can see the fox also in the snow. So I'm thinking, some of you have a trickster in the midst. Be mindful of that. And, if you can work your way through this and make sure you're recognizing those around you that aren't being authentic, we'll end up going for a beautiful walk, walking in beauty, in other words, being blissful, living in your joy. Anyway, guys, that's enough for me for now. I'll be doing another reading for the collective later. Much love, peace, love, and light. Have a great day.